Hello, I'm Nadia. Welcome to Wonder Nut, the YouTube channel, and this is a new video series we're doing, and we are calling it Travel Throwbacks. In Travel Throwbacks is when we will do a little throwback of places we've been to, either just me alone with Fendi or without him or Fendi alone, and we thought it'd be a great chance for us to continue the whole Indochina backpacking series that I've done. If you go to the Wonder Nuts YouTube page now, you can check out part 1 and part 2 where I travel from KL to Hat Yai and then to Krabi. So we will continue part 3 where I go from Thailand to Laos. We will watch a compilation of videos and photos and I will walk you through them.
Like 10 minutes in the ride, dia bagi kita makanan.
So this is the start of the journey. Malam tu kita orang travel from Bangkok to Ubon Ratchathani. Ubon Ratchathani is I think the place,
I said that's like
the border lah where you have to cross into Laos.
Price tiket bas tu macam 700 baht lah. VIP ke I think that's fish. Lepas tu yang tu macam ayam kot. Dia siap bagi mineral water.
Yang semangatnya kita tengok video ni, macam I bila tengok balik, I baru ingat like I was so jakun back then.
Ikan ke apa ke.
Because it's like, it's just a macam overnight bus tau. Lepas they give food, they give water, they give blanket, macam flight.
Bus dia besar. Kita duduk front row seat. Kejap lagi nak tidur kat situ.
This was a 12-hour bus ride, I think the longest in the whole trip.
Tak ada lepas lah dekat immigration Laos, Thailand punya border. Dekat mana lah ni, Champasak lagi.
Oh, Champasak. So Champasak was the name of the border crossing.
Ujung tu, that's like the immigration punya place. So macam agak azab, macam tak systematic, macam tu lah. Oh, lepas tu orang kat kantor tu minta 100 baht untuk 2 orang. Dia tak cakap untuk apa, untuk apa, entah tak tahu.
Okay, so this is where I remembered like the most mungkin dodgy punya border crossing I've been to. Like we were on a bus, then the bus just stopped and then like suruh turun. So we're like, what? Where do we go from here, right? So we turun, we just followed the other tourists and the other people on the bus. Just beratur, buat-buat macam pandai and then went to the counter. So here I ingat balik, dia minta macam 100 baht for 2 people. Because we were like, what's this money for? He didn't even say. So we just like, bagi je lah duit tu. And we realised the people before us pun, dia memang macam selit 100 Thai baht into their passports when they passed it. So macam, tak tahulah, bukan, I don't know what it was for, but we just did it anyways because we didn't want to get into trouble. But this border crossing, we're so used to crossing borders at immigration, you know, at airports, like where there's aircon and people look very nice, you know, the immigration officer look very qualified. This one we're like, what? When we were walking down the lane tu pun macam ada orang jual makanan, ada orang jual ayam, live chicken, ya. Bukan macam ayam goreng, but like live chicken. So it was a bit like, what?
So macam tu, tapi alhamdulillah nasib baik, selamat.
So it was a bit scary also lah.
Dah lepas lah, senang je. It wasn't big of a deal. Cuma macam tak tahu nak buat apa je tadi. Nak lalu border dia macam ada orang jual lah. Macam ada pagar-pagar. Ada
pagar-pagar.
Pelarian. Macam pelarian.
I will forever remember this. I thought macam refugee tu. So ni dia punya macam dekat tempat tu lah. So there, entry to Laos, nampak tu. So we're like walking towards Laos and we're like, so we just go on foot lah ke? Macam nak balik kampung lah macam tu. Champasak was the name of the border crossing. And then ni I kata tadi ada tempat-tempat makan, ada orang jual makanan and people just like sitting on, you know, like bangku-bangku kecil. So from there we took one of these like songtiao tuk-tuk things, and this was in Pak Se. We spent the night. So when we arrived in Laos, we didn't straight go to Don Det. So yeah, the idea was to go to the 4,000 islands, Sipandon. Tapi to get there, I think we reached quite petang really, dah malam, and it was raining if I'm not mistaken. So we spent the night in Pak Se. Pak Se was also in Laos lah. So just now that photo yang I dalam bilik tu dengan rambut pendek aku tu, that was the room that we stayed in. So this was the next day at the pier already, Ban Nakasang Pier. So this was my friend trying to like change money. We're trying to get the ferry or boat to go to the 4,000 islands. That's all we knew. We needed to get a boat there. So we're like, And Chop, you have to understand that things are not, back then, I don't know how it is now, things weren't very touristy. So dia tak adalah macam big travel agencies or tour guides, and there weren't like people macam like touts, you know, trying to like, oh here you want a boat, no, they just sat there and then you had to just go up to them and ask. So I don't know if you saw in the previous photo, there were like many destinations. You can go to like Cambodia, you can go to other places from there. So it was a bit like scary if we like kena tipu ke apa. We didn't know whether we were paying the right price. We didn't know whether we would get on the right boat. Tapi macam gamble je lah.
Guess where we are. You are looking at the Mekong River, ladies and gentlemen.
Jakun.
Nice. We are at, oh shit, this is Bandar Kasang. Like the
First time I tengok Mekong River.
Taking a boat. I think if this is what you call a boat, they say the ferry, but this is a boat to Don Det, which is one of the islands dekat yang the Sipandon lah, 4,000 islands. This boat cost us about 20,000 kip. It was a problem lah, macam daripada USD nak tukar kip, and dia macam bagi dari mahalnya price, bla bla bla.
Yeah, so I remember the problem was to change US dollar into kip.
All the way to
Dia macam
Don Det.
tipu.
Hopefully we'll find a place to stay lah. So ni ada, harap-harap nampak lah Irrawady Dolphins tu.
Yes, the misi or the objective to go to
Tapi
Sipandon was because we wanted to
as-
see Irrawady Dolphins in the Mekong
Dia suruh kita naik boat.
River.
Lepas tu macam tak tahu. I rasa kita akan tunggu agak lama kat boat ni. I rasa dia nak bagi ada orang lain naik dulu dia jalan. So yeah, okay.
Atas boat tu kita 2 orang je, okay? So ni dah sampai. Don Det was the island we chose to stay in. This was like right across of our motel. I remember we stayed at like Mr. Mo's hotel, whatever. I'm belakang tu, yang building kuning tu is our room checking in. Kita orang macam try our luck je. We didn't book ke apa, tengok bilik dia macam tu azab. Tu ada mosquito net siap. So this was so you're looking at the Mekong River lah tepi tu. It's kind of cool lah, macam there's like a little jetty boleh lepak kan. So our first activity,
Mekong River. We're gonna go tubing.
yes, tubing on the Mekong River. That was the thing like everybody told us to do. So we're like, okay.
We met some friends. And then tak tahu lah, hopefully we just yay.
I don't sound very enthusiastic lah. Because look at the river, not very clean lah. Tu sebenarnya muka yang sebenar.
Our room is
So ni dah habis tubing tau. We didn't record lah. Cause ni I record dengan macam I punya iPod je. So tak adalah macam GoPro ke apa back then.
It's okay actually. How much we pay?
I tengok review review.
30,000 kip each.
30,000 kip each. So we took a boat like upriver I think. Then the tube, then we just like cruise down. The water was brown. It was okay. It was clean, like macam tak ada sampah lah mak. It was okay. It's okay.
It was okay. Tu je I could say about it. Because
Got like
macam
a
tu je lah.
day trip kind of thing. Lined up lah. So we'll see. Hopefully we see.
yeah,
some.
the day trip next day was like, I think a kayaking trip. We bought like a package macam tu lah from the people there. So this was on the kayaking trip already. We went to we had to kayak on the river to go to other islands, because 4,000 islands kan, dia ada macam banyak islet-islet kecil. So this was one of the pit stops, which was the waterfall. Nama dia macam big waterfall apa aku tak ingat lah, tapi one of the widest waterfall in Southeast Asia. Tapi macam quite a sight to see jugalah. Cool. Nampak tu. Macam banjir kan, tapi tak, dia memang tiap-tiap hari macam tu. Ni bukan banjir ni memang the river flowing through the rocks, hence forming like a waterfall. Macam tu. Dia tak tinggi tapi dia besar, very wide the waterfall. Cool gila. By the way, I have to tell you guys this. So kalau korang nampak tadi ada gambar and like we were all like macam pegang skewer macam sate tu kan. Sebab sedap gila babe. Tu adalah pisang bakar. So macam pisang like yang almost ripe, yang macam hijau-hijau sikit, but they would just bakar it on the spot and makan. Sedap gila. Somehow I really liked it. That was one of my favourite things to eat in Laos back then. So what is this? Oh, by the way, okay, here I paused it a bit, right? So you can see that little patung, that white thing there. That is actually how the Irrawady dolphin looks like. If you guys want to go Google it now. It looks a bit, actually I don't know if it's actually the same thing as a dugong. I don't know, but what I saw was that like macam dia macam lompat sikit. Dia tak adalah lompat macam full lompat. I nampak kepala dia keluar sikit-sikit, dan dia macam berenang sikit. So that's the Irrawady dolphin lah. Okay, let's play the video.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, kita berada di tanah Cambodia, tidak memerlukan pasport terbaik. Kita orang, we just took the kayak, tu nampak kat bawah tu. Then
Yeah, those were the kayak.
paddled all the way here and we saw like Irrawady Dolphins. Banyak juga nampak, we saw like 5, 6, like 2, 3 at a time. And we didn't have to wait for hours, so that was where it all happened. We came up here for lunch.
Yeah, cool gila sebab untuk I macam jago gila at that time, because if you guys can remember, so we were at Laos, right? But now where I was recording that, we were already in Cambodia. Like we didn't need like a passport to go there because the Mekong River is so wide that means we paddled all the way from Laos to Cambodia. And so in the middle there was where we saw the sighting lah, the Irrawady Dolphin punya sighting. Was super duper cool lah. Wah, best lah. Kalau air tu clear lagi best, boleh nampak ada dolphin lah. Tapi ni macam the air macam nampak macam tarik a bit, right? So yeah, the dolphin would swim nearby us and adalah lompat-lompat sikit. Tapi it wasn't that near. It was like, I mean it wasn't that far. Macam maybe just 5 meters away. And we were like in a kayak tau. So we weren't like on a big cruise ship ke apa. We were in a kayak. So kecil je. So macam dekat lah rasa kita dengan the dolphins. And like I said just now tadi, I think what we saw like 5 or 6. So yeah, we were really lucky to get to see the dolphins lah. So that's what I really liked about it. Som pramit lipi. Oh, by the way tu bukan hippo tu babi. Seekor babi, and all the mak saleh so jakun go and see the babi. So this was almost halfway through. This was another waterfall that we saw. It's called the Big Waterfall. So this was the biggest waterfall in Southeast Asia. Tadi tu the widest, ni biggest. Tak tahu sampai hari ni pun I'm a bit confused with the classification. Tapi macam, yang ni I tahu is the Pearl of Mekong. Tu Kon Pa Peng, Pearl of Mekong.
Dinner kejap lagi kita nak makan.
Sudah habis.
Supposedly the dish yang famous kat Laos ni is called lap. So we ordering it with chicken, makan dengan nasi. Mana ni macam fiesta sikit sebab ada duit extra. Sebab duit keep tu cannot be used dekat tempat lain. So better just spend all your freaking money kat sini lah. Dan buang masa kau. And then
garangnya dia.
Itulah ais gila nampak dolphin banyak gila. And banyak gila kali. And banyak gila lah. Best. Berbaloi lah. Ais gila. Berbaloi. Okay lah. Nak makan.
Itulah lap tu. So lap ni dia macam a mix of like any kind of meat with macam ulam-ulam macam tu. So you can see like green beans and some other like greens. They usually have it with rice. So that's like a very popular dish in Laos. So if you go to Laos, go and eat lap. Okay, sedap. Oh, nak balik dah. So we spent like I think 2 nights there. So
Last trip on the Mekong River. Lepas ni tak jumpa dah. Bye Mekong. Goodbye Mekong. Goodbye Don Det.
So that was what we did in Laos. I think we spent like 4 days dekat Sipandon tu. And then we were on our way towards Vietnam pula lepas ni. But yeah, so that was Laos for me. That was Laos. Like we didn't go like up north. I know a lot of people would go like atas-atas lagi sikit, but we were on a schedule at that time. So we thought like, okay, what was the one thing we really wanted to do in Laos? So we told ourselves like, we want to see Irrawady Dolphins, so we have to go Sipandon. So that's why we decided to do all these things lah. And it was really cool, berbaloi lah, because we got to see Irrawady Dolphins. Unfortunately, no footage, no photo, because back then like we didn't have GoPros ke apa. But it was really an experience. And so if you guys caught there just now, one tip was when you're in Laos and you have kip, right, that's your currency, just spend it all when you're there, because kip you can't use it anywhere else but Laos. Like orang lain takkan terima you nak tukar, you go to like Vietnam ke Cambodia nak tukar kip to US dollar or tukar to Vietnamese dong ke apa, diorang takkan layan you lah, because I think the currency is not that strong. So if you have it, just use it. If not, the note become like a souvenir for you lah. So that's the end, I guess, of that leg in Laos. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If we do another throwback, it will be a continuation of the whole backpacking trip from this time from Laos into Vietnam, and we will jalan-jalan kat Vietnam pula. So I guess that's it from me. Thanks for watching. If you're traveling, safe travels.